my screen now?
Yes, clear.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for that technical glitch. So as I was telling you, every month we are doing the webinar. So every month we choose a topic, especially maybe from the client's request or the market demands. So this time we are doing health insurance webinar just to make sure that you guys are well aware of the health insurance in Germany, because this is one of the mandatory health insurance. Anyone who's stepping into Germany should have this health insurance. So what are the types of health insurance and how why you should select the best insurance for you and your family? We will discuss, because most of us feel that health insurance is free and we need not care much about it, only until God forbid something happens. In case of unfortunate incidents, then we regret of not choosing the best health insurance. So that's the reason now in this webinar we're going to talk in detail about the insurance types and what are the things which are covered, which are not covered, what are the benefits, all those things. Okay, so let's start. Before we start, the same, we will introduce our team. We have an excellent team of 4 advisors covering the complete Germany. So to begin with, let's start from the south. From Munich, Sharath is our excellent financial advisor who's also a very active and a travel influencer. He's a very active and energetic guy. And then moving up to north is Mithali Joshi from Braunschweig. She is an excellent calculative and insurance expert in Germany. So for any related queries regarding insurance, she is a go-to person in our team. And then our senior financial advisor, Mr. Rajesh Kannan, who's from Ulfsburg, Germany, who has his experience in real estate and insurances in Germany. And last but not least, I'm your speaker, and my name is Anup Chandrana. I am from Kiel, Germany, the northmost tip of Germany. So this is about us. But what about what we do? Our core competences. That is nothing but what are the things we do and we offer to our clients. First thing, we are a strategist. That is, we can give you tailored, customized solutions where how to invest, how much to invest, where to invest, so that you can achieve your financial goals with your current finances. And then we also pick the required and the accurate insurances for you so that there is no risk or any risk in your life. Maybe the future probable risk are also mitigated. So that's why we also act as risk manager. And then the most important thing, we also act as money coach. What does this mean? In case if you are having a lump sum amount, or if you want to build a corpus or anything related to money, whether it is to build a corpus or whether to invest or whether to park it in somewhere so that you can avoid tax benefits and other things, we are there for you. And then subsidy guide. As we were talking, we in Germany there are n number of subsidies. All of us know only kindergeld and some of the like unemployment benefits, some of the subsidies from the government. But we have an exposure towards all the subsidies. So when you introduce yourself to us, knowing your finances, knowing your lifestyle, we will offer the best and suitable subsidies for you so that not only you get benefits from your investment, but also you get the required and the deserved subsidy from the government. We will help you throughout that. And the last but not least, we also act as real estate strategists. What does this mean? In Germany, real estate is one of the biggest investment and it is most beneficial investment. So even if you start with zero, that is, even if a student once he job decide that years he or she wants to build a real estate in Germany, we will sit with them and build them from zero to the required capital for their dream house or for their investment purpose. So this is our core competences. Now, coming to our topic, health insurance. As you guys are aware, health insurance in Germany are of two types. One is public insurance, health insurance, which is nothing but the mandatory health insurance that is sponsored from the government, where every individual who enters to Germany should have this public health insurance. There is no exemption, even if there is a spouse or anything. Once they're a resident of Germany, they should have it. And also, we have heard of private health insurance. In this webinar, we will explore more about this private health insurance because most of us are aware of public mandatory health insurance, but some we have heard of private health insurance, maybe from colleagues or over the internet or other things. In this webinar, we will talk in specific about the private health insurance and what are the advantages it has over public health insurance. But before we go further, let's talk about what is health insurance and what are the benefits of health insurance in Germany. The statutory health insurance, nothing but the public health insurance. This is mandatory in Germany for the health purpose of all the residents. Why is it mandatory? Because the government has laid out a rule that all the citizens should be dealt with the basic health uh, needs. So that's the reason they have come up with this mandatory health insurance so that whenever you visit a doctor, if it is any case of treatment or for advice or anything, it will be completely covered. So the main purpose of the government is promoting the health. And not only that, we recently, God forbid, again it happens, but still, we recently came across a COVID scenario where a lot of healthy people also required doctors and lot of tests were required. Lot of necessity hospitalization or the medicines were required. So some even advised us to take preventive care towards our health. So all these things will be covered under health insurance. So you need not worry whether it's an expensive thing or not. The health insurance covers that for you. And in case of any emergencies, like if you are met with an accident or if you are come across any sudden sickness or any other things, you would be dealt under this health insurance. What does that mean? Starting from your treatment, and then if you are an employed person, even your benefit of salaries and other things. And not only that, the good news like pregnancy or maternity for that benefits, all these things are covered under health insurance. So health insurance along with your company will take care of you in case of this incidents or sickness. The other major information which the health insurance company will give you is most of the health insurance company have apps and other things where they give you the information or the advice based on your situation to how to overcome a disease or a probable disease which they detect very early because of your recent health issues or recent incidents. They will predict, okay, this person may end up with this disease in future, so how he or she can prevent it. This is not only for the individual, for the household. So this is what public health insurance is. So if a person is salary and if his wife is housewife and he has kid, in his public health insurance, the whole household is covered. What does that mean? He would be paying the premium, and in that insurance, the dependents, that is his wife, housewife, and also his kids are covered here, where they also will be given the same benefits from the health insurance without any partiality. So this is one of the best insurance and best insurance model in the world, where that's why Germany is known for its health benefits. But yes, there are many loopholes in this health insurance. There are sometimes where you find it difficult to find an appointment. There are sometimes where the doctors are not giving you the required treatment, that is, they're not the experts, or they hesitate to give you some medications. All these things are there because they know it is completely free. They don't invest themselves more. I'm not talking about everyone. In general, this is the complaints about the public health insurance. So that's why there is a need of a premium care. How do you get that premium care? That is from private health insurance. As you know, private health insurance gives you premium care. So when I say premium, the next term which is associated with it is affordability. Who can afford this private health insurance? So civil servants, self-employed people who are nothing but freelance people, and students are directly eligible to take this private health insurance. Wait, what about employed peoples? Yes, employed people also are eligible to take private health insurance, but with a condition. What is that condition? With the salary condition. Only high salaried employees are allowed to take of this private health insurance. What is the reason for this? Simple. Private health insurance premiums are a bit higher compared to the public health insurance. So that's why the government has come up with a rule that only people with higher salary can afford this private insurance. Not only that, people who are having salary more than 70,000 euros, they would be benefited when they shift to private health insurance rather than the public health insurance. Because as you guys know, public health insurance depends, or the premium depends on your salary. But whereas private health insurance, the premium depends on your age. So in this matter, when you compare the premiums of public and private health insurance for high salaried employees, private health insurance premium seems to be very beneficial. How? We will talk about in the next slides. But before that, let's talk about what is the high salary. What is the definition of high salary? Every year, this figure is set by the government. So as per this year, that is 2025, the eligibility for private health insurance is 73,800. What is this 73,800? This is not only your gross salary, which is paid across 12 months, or in some countries, some companies where they say a 13-month salary. This is not only your gross salary package, it also consists of your allowances, like maybe shift allowance or any other allowance given to you, bonuses, like maybe your performance bonus or a Christmas bonus or any kind of thing. Plus, in case of any additional benefits given by the company in monetary form, all this combined should cross 73,800 as per 2025. If it crosses 73,800, even the employed people are eligible for this private health insurance. Okay, think that you are eligible now. So what are the benefits? Let's talk about the benefits. In benefits, first, we will talk about coverage. Coverage is nothing but what are the things which are covered in public health insurance and what are the things covered in the private. We'll talk about the differences. First of all, private doctor visit. Nothing but people who are practicing private, that is, they're not linked as a clinic or something, they are experts, specialists. So these kind of doctors, they don't take patients under public insurance because their consultation is more. So public insurance people will not cover this kind of specialist doctors, whereas private insurance, 100% of these doctors' fees and other things are covered. Coming to the next, bandages and medicines. As you guys, if you have gone through any medicines or treatment in Germany, you should know there are two kind of slips. One is red, one is green. So there is always the medicines and the bandages are covered, that only 10% if the doctor feels that it is very necessary. If it is only for killing your pain or just to better your health or any other things, it is not covered. But whereas when you come to private, it is 100% covered. No matter whether it is essential or anything, it is 100% covered. The same case for hearing aids people. That is in case if people who have hearing problem and they need assistance in buying hearing aids, or maybe they have their own walking aids or any kind of physical handicap where they have to buy these things on a yearly basis, on a certain period basis. In for these kind of people, public insurance will not cover only 10%. What does that mean? In case if their hearing aid or walking aid cost 100 euros, public insurance will give you 10 euros. The remaining 90 euros comes from your pocket. Even though it is a complete free insurance, it only covers 10 euros because they feel without this also you can function. They would cover 100% only if it troubles your functionality. If you survive, then they cover only 10%. Whereas private insurance understand this needs. Having walking aid or hearing aid is a must for people who require it. That will make their life better. So that's why 100% of this cost is covered. The same 100 euros bill, private insurance will pay you 100 euros, where public insurance provider will pay you only 10%. Next, coming up with the most important thing, which most of us have, maybe because of the more exposure towards mobiles or gadgets or anything. From the young age, everyone are exposed towards glasses, spectacles. So, in public insurance, only kids or teenagers who are less than 18 years are covered. Whereas people who are more than 18 years, those are the people who are not covered. But come on, let's think it practical. After you cross 18, you find a job, you work in maybe IT sector or any other things. That is where you need the specs more. Maybe even for older elderly people, they would need the specs. And as you know, the specs cost or the glasses cost in Germany is too high. Whereas in private insurance, they know this. So every year they give you 300 euros. In this 300 euros, you can buy the specs. And in case if you combine 2 years thing, you can cover it under private insurance. Next, naturopath. Only the medicine, that is English medicine people or cases or doctors or the system is covered under public insurance. Any kind of special treatments, as I told you, the specialist itself is not covered. So any kind of other treatments are not covered. Whereas private insurance recognizes that the extra or the special treatment is must. So that's why they cover up to 1,500 euros per year. Next, coming to the operation or transportation. In case of emergencies or in case of an accident, if you're taken in an ambulance or if they want to operate on you, public insurance only covers in case of emergencies where your life and death is in the position. For example, you have hurt your leg and you say that, okay, I cannot walk to the hospital, I need an ambulance. In that case, they won't cover in public insurance. Simple reason. You have just hurt your leg. Still, you can come in a wheelchair or in any other, maybe a car or something. So that's the reason. In case if you're covered with blood and if you need an emergent, God forbid this happens, but still, in case if you need assistance even while traveling to the hospital, only in that cases it is treated as emergency case, and the transportation and the operation throughout that journey is covered. Whereas in private, they don't care. They know you need the treatment, so they know that you need to go to the hospital in the required thing. So it is 100% covered. Next, once you get into the hospital, what kind of bed or the room you can avail? As you know, in public insurance, they give you accessibility only for a room with multiple beds. That means multiple patients. That's a general ward. Whereas in private insurance, you get semi-private. That is two bed sharing. That is two patients per room. This premium is a game changer most of the times, because as you know, now the diseases are most of the times contagious. So you need to look for your own safety. So a semi-private room is more safer and more better than a general ward. So this is about hospitalization. The major other thing is tooth filling. Everyone is addicted to junk food. We don't blame it. It's our lifestyle. We attend parties, we celebrate incidents, or we celebrate our success through food. So the first thing which affects because of excess eating or any other things is tooth. In Germany, tooth treatment is very costly. That's why the public health insurance covers only the required thing. That is only the plastic filling is covered. What about the other things? If your tooth is damaged, or if you need it to repair the teeth or cleaning the teeth, nothing is covered. Whereas in private insurance, 100% of the tooth filling is covered, whether it's plastic filling or any advanced filling. And the cleaning is also allowed for 3 times a year. That means you can schedule your tooth cleaning in a year 3 times, maybe quarterly once or half yearly once, like that, so that you can take care, the premium care of your tooth. Again, continuing on the tooth, there is one more thing where crowning. Public insurance only covers fixed grants. That means public insurance in when it comes to teeth, it only deals with the things which are very much necessary to function. That is, without that treatment, if you cannot speak, or if you cannot eat, or if you cannot uh, work, only then the public insurance covers. Whereas private insurance is not like that. Even if you are in pain, even if you can function and you know that having this treatment will make your life easy or better, then the private health insurance will cover 90% when it comes to tooth crowning and also orthodontics. With all this coverage, what would be the premium? Obviously, the premium would be depending on a term called self payment. What is the self payment? Self payment is nothing but this is the payment which you have agreed with the insurance provider that in any case of treatment or anything, this is the amount which you will bear from your pocket. If the treatment costs exceed this amount, only then the insurance provider will pitch in and pay you out. As everyone are aware, in public insurance, you need not pay a single euro. So it is always zero. As I told you, it is a mandatory thing from government that in case of any emergencies, you will be given the treatment. So if there is a poor guy and he is a insured person, he doesn't have money. If he's under public insurance, definitely he is getting his treatment for 0 euro, but only the basic treatment. As most of us are earning good, we need the premium health protection. For that, there would be a cost. So private health insurance, the self payment starts from 750. As you are aware, if the self payment is more, the premium would decrease. So if you are someone who's healthy and you know that, okay, I don't need the treatment here, I am perfect, I'm in a very good position, I can take care of my health, I need not have any doctor's treatment or anything, still you have to have an insurance. That is a mandatory thing. So what you can do, take a private insurance, give a self payment somewhere around 1500 or 3000, depending on your confidence in your health, so that your premium are way less, even lesser than the public health insurance premium for the same guy, for the same salary. Okay. But there is the next advantage, which is a game changer. As I told you, in public insurance, there is no self payment. But in case if you don't use the public health insurance over a year, would you get any bonus or no claim bonus? Just like how in all the insurances you get, if you don't claim it, you should always get a no claim bonus. It's like promoting that okay, you're maintaining your health even though you are having insurance. So that's why they pay you no claim bonus. In public health insurance, which is a mandatory health insurance, even if you don't use it for not only 1 year, for a couple of years, or even till your lifetime, you will be not paid a single euro back in terms of bonus or anything. Not only that, no other benefits also is given. But in private insurance, there are other two star benefits which will influence your decision, which will make this private insurance almost cost free. So let's talk about that. First one is the no claim bonus. What does this no claim bonus mean? That means, as you're aware, in any insurances, if you don't use it over a period of time, the insurance provider will give you a bonus, which is nothing but they will pay back your premium, saying that, hey, it's good that you're not using the insurance, so we are rewarding you with this. In our private insurance case, you would get up to 5 months premium cashback. What does that mean? What does the why how does 5 months premium cashback will make it cost free? Let me tell you a simple example. If you're a salaried employee, your health insurance premium will be bared half by your company, half by you. For example, think, for a practical purpose, you're paying 500 euros, the company is paying 500 euros. So 1000 euros is your monthly premium. So for 12 months, you don't use it. So you how much you're paid? 12,000 you're paid. Then you will be getting back 5 months premium cashback. That is 5,000 you're getting cashback. When you're getting 5,000, not 500 into 5, or not your employer is not getting that cashback. You're getting it completely. So what does that mean? When you get that 5,000, it's almost equivalent to your 10 months premium. So naturally, only 2 months premium you would have paid in excess, right? Does this not make it more advantageous? Because yes, most of us don't go to doctors easily. Or some of us has home remedies, or some of us visit India because we or any other home countries for better treatment. So naturally, you're not more used to this until unless it's an emergency case. So obviously, your health insurance premium, that is public health insurance premiums, are kind of wasted. But in private health insurance, you would be getting that cash back. So literally that means you can make it cost free. Hey Anu, what are you saying? Another 2 months? What about that 2 months premium? That, my friend, can be waived off in tax refund. How? In private health insurance premium, there is a component called care insurance. Other than excluding that, the rest of the amount which you pay towards your private health insurance is eligible for tax benefit. What does that mean? That means the government appreciates you taking private health insurance and not depending on the government. So that's why they encourage you for continuing this private health insurance. So any payment made towards that, that is the component which I told you, is eligible for the tax benefit. How do you get this tax benefit? You have to show that contribution which you made towards your private health insurance when you do the tax filing. When you do that, you would get a certain tax refund. Sometimes more than 30 to 40%, depending on your income tax bracket. I think depending on your tax class, depending on how many other benefits you're getting from the government, all those things taken into consideration, you would be getting the 30 to 40%. A tax advisor would give you an exact figure based on your last month tax filing, but still you would be getting a huge tax refund. So when you combine this tax refund and the no claim bonus, you can easily achieve your private, the whole insurance premium as cost benefit. It is not a small amount. Trust me. When you see across the amount you are saving, it is a huge amount. Maybe, just maybe, think you are regularly paying your insurance premium, and in a year you get this tax benefits and the no claim bonus. Since you have not claimed anything, since you stayed healthy, you can reward yourself by an international trip. Of course, that 5 months plus this tax benefit would guaranteely fund or sponsor an international trip for you and your family. So this is the greatest advantage of private health insurance. Again, I've told you a lot of benefits. Then everyone should take private health insurance? No. There are certain class or category of people whom we don't refer for this private health insurance. Who are those? People with kids. Usually, as I told you, if you want to settle down or retire in Germany with a lot of kids or with more kids, then this is not for you, because shifting from public to private is easy. Shifting from private health insurance to public health insurance is kind of bit complicated. So that's why if you are a person who's planning to have family and retire in Germany, this private health insurance is not beneficial as much as uh, public health insurance. Because as you know, the kids require more attention or the doctor's treatment. And as you grow family, you have more requirements. So that's why the public health insurance will cater to those people. But if you are someone who's healthy individual or healthy individuals like you and your wife, and you feel that, okay, we are gonna live for a certain period of time, but not for a long time. That is, you're not going to work for a long time. Or if you are someone who's self-employed with higher income, then my friend, private health insurance is for you, because self-employed will be taken the premium based on their earning. If you feel that you can earn more than certain amount, definitely go for this private health insurance. For all the self-employed, there's one more private health insurance without this no claim bonus and other things, which makes it even less. The premium would be lesser than the public health insurance. And they can also claim this tax benefit, that is a tax refund, when they show this contributions made towards their private health insurance. So, my friends, this is where we say private health insurance is advisable to people who are healthy, who are high earners, who is a civil servant, and who is not planning a family or a retirement in Germany. So this is about the health insurance. So now we are open for question and answers.